How are we doing, lads?
Right, I'm all right. Look, it's a bad night for you as well. Shocker, really.
I mean, it just puts into reality of where we are at the minute. I think we're lucky with the results that we had. The best result we had is City, where we actually probably looked like we deserved the game. When in moments, that's what we are at the minute. Moments team. Sesko, I mean, the fact that he scored few games, he needs to be on the bench. We push up, we get to recycling and bringing it out to the. We've got a 6'5" striker. We put it out to the left back, right back, and what happens? We pass it back. You've got Shaw, who's a great crosser of the ball, doesn't want to put it in. Cunha, yeah, get the violins going. I mean, no one. The only team that deserves top four is probably Villa. I actually want Villa to be up there.
What are you talking about?
They don't deserve it for what I saw tonight.
They're terrible. They fell apart.
They do not deserve top four.
Of course they do. In terms of the squad that they've had, in terms of what
no one deserves it. You get what you get.
No, but this is the problem. We're fighting for Champions League, and the teams that are fighting for Champions League, the quality of the players, the quality of the teams is shocking. I mean, the fact that United fans want Carrick to be the manager, just put tonight into perspective. Look at Crystal Palace. We didn't deserve to win that game. We were lucky they went down
to the
to
red card. I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, I just don't understand.
But Rob, let me throw something at you, right? Let me throw something at you, right? And I'm going to put Villa into this bracket now. And I was saying about 3 or 4 weeks ago that whoever finishes third, fourth, or fifth, and Villa were doing all right at the time, but I'm going to bring them into this now. Whoever finishes third, fourth, and fifth, whoever finishes sixth, those 3 teams that finish above sixth isn't because they're that much better. It's because the sixth team ain't quite good enough. There's no elite teams between United, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool. There's not. There simply isn't. They're all much of a muchness, and they can all go to one game and do something on one day, and then let you down the next, and 2 weeks later they do something else. They're all pretty much in the same bracket. Yeah. Whoever gets third, fourth, and fifth isn't because they've deserved it. It's because the other team actually doesn't deserve it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately you can say that about this whole season. I mean, Arsenal, yes, they've been the best team in the league, but they haven't out. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, you're here.
Go on, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, that's the whole stem of the Premier League. City have got no right to be fighting for this title this season. It's only because of the way Arsenal have started to drop. They haven't got world-class individuals. Yeah, they've got Odegaard, but he's a hit and miss. Saka, I think, is overrated. So they haven't got outstanding individuals. Yeah, he's definitely overrated.
He's not
absolutely.
Overrated.
He's definitely overrated.
He's not overrated.
But they haven't got outstanding individuals. But I can't fathom and understand how, especially from a Manchester United point of view, how we have Carrick in for 5, 6, 7 games, and people are thinking that we can just throw a contract at him.
We ain't lost. I mean, tonight's the first loss, and you have picked up. You've played some good football.
No, because you need to put into how many games have we played teams that have gone down to 10 men. We've scruffed a win. The only team we actually deserved to win was Man City. Tonight just goes to show clearly when you have a world-class player like Tonali in midfield and you have Joe Linton that's an absolute powerhouse against on midfield, who you've got a slow player like Casemiro again on a moment on a free kick. Mainu on the half turn, he's been out half the season.
Rob, here's a question for you. Rob, if you finish third, would you give Carrick the job?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what? I said this to a few friends down at the pub. If you brought Sean Dyche into Man United, and it's funny, if you brought Sean Dyche into this team, I would guarantee he would get you top 6. And that's not because he's an outstanding manager. That's because our players are above average, very good in their positions. We play, if we played a flat 4-4-2, flat 4-2-3-1, they'll get the job done. Dallo is probably a top 10, maybe top 8 right back. He wasn't a wing back, and that's why Amarin left. Luke Shaw, in and out of the team. This is probably the best season he's had. Again, very good as a left back. Maguire, a very steady.
Rob, you're coming up. Rob,
yeah, Rob. I mean, you're coming out.
Rob, I know what defeat does to a football fan. I've been in that. Every person listening to this, but
we need what we do. We buy players. Our issue is we buy players without knowing how they're going to fit into our system.
That's because you've had a manager that's halfway through not last season, the season before, you've gone from a manager that was built playing 4 at the back to 5 at the back, and the whole system is befuddled.
Yeah, but then but we played 5 at the back for nearly 5 years because we started with Ten Hag. It didn't work, and then we've gone to Amarin.
Ten Hag played 5 at the back.
All 5 at the back, but Ten Hag started at 5.
He would go from one to the other, but he wasn't every single game. Amarin would not.
It wasn't every,
no, Amarin would.
I understand why Amarin got the boot, but I don't think we as fans and us understanding how technically managers think, how reliant we were on wing backs, how reliant we were on a world class centre midfield, and we were crying out for wing backs, and we were crying out for midfielder, and what did we do? We go and buy Ugarte, who can't even.
That was a terrible signing.
All right, Rob, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Dylan, who's a Newcastle fan, because it's a big night for them, right, Dylan?
We're the lads.
How lads?
We're the lads.
Mate.
How are the lads?
We're the lads.
What a result.
What a result. What a result. But before I talk about Newcastle, I just want to ask you, Jamie, are you starting to feel nervous now? Because a couple of weeks ago, mate, I said Spurs are too good to go down. They're too big of a club to go down. But looking at tonight's results and
I felt nervous for weeks, Dylan. This is nothing new. This is just cementing my worry.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's getting bad when Jason Cundy's not even ripping you on talkSPORT.
Well, it's every opportunity. Trust me. When Spurs play tomorrow, if we get beat,
if Palace win tomorrow, don't worry.
Mate, it's been a different vibe. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, no, but we've not even played. Spurs are not even played.
But I'm talking about all the bottom sides. I mean, even Wolves look like they could make the great escape at the minute.
Well,
the results they get.
Listen, West Ham are a good team. Like they've played. Their recent results have shown that they are actually a decent side.
Because
I was hoping Nottingham Forest were going to be, put under Vito Pereira, but against Liverpool they played well, didn't get anything from it. But tonight I thought they'd done all right. Like they got good. Morgan Gibbs-White was top draw tonight. Top draw. When you've got a player like that in your team, who can make.
Why didn't you sign him? Oh no, sorry.
Shut up.
But, yes.
Why didn't you sign Eze? Eze, Morgan Gibbs-White. Why didn't you go for them?
Mate, I'm not sitting here. I'm not. We've got to do this show tomorrow. All right.
I'm just asking why he didn't sign.
I'm not doing this show tonight. All right. Let's talk about the teams that have played. I'm not talking about Tottenham. Tottenham have not played, and everyone wants to talk about Tottenham.
Jay, I'm only asking why he didn't sign him.
No, but I don't want to talk to you about Tottenham.
All right, well, go and speak to Dylan then. Don't speak to me.
Dylan, let's talk. Why are you talking about Tottenham, Dylan?
No, I was just asking how nervous you were feeling, mate.
Yeah, I'm nervous, mate. Get over it.
Ask him about Morgan Gibbs-White.
I'll talk about Newcastle, right? So,
yeah, go on
yes, that was a great result. Great result for the tune tonight, especially going down to 10 men. But I thought, to be honest, football's like there's irony in football, and I thought, like, with Michael Carrick being a Geordie, I mean, he's got all his family at the stadium wearing tune tops. So I just thought, if there's anyone going to end the undefeated streak, I thought it was going to be Newcastle.
Well, Michael Carrick come out earlier on, today and said that it wasn't writing Man United off to win the title. Now, when a manager comes out,
honestly, keep your trap shut.
I know, it just always comes back and kicks you in the backside. Like, just don't say stuff like that when you're going to play Newcastle.
Going for the title.
It's just a stupid statement. And look, Newcastle, fair play to you. That's a big result. You needed that result.
To be fair, right, Dylan, you lot have been pretty poor. That's a these results.
Like this season in the Premier League, our form hasn't been great, right? No. But what you've got to understand is, yes, we've been knocked out. It was a rubbish performance against Man City in the semi-finals, but Newcastle have played in pretty much all competitions. We're in the last 16 of the Champions League. We're against Barcelona, and to be honest with you, right, if Newcastle lost today, I wouldn't have been that bothered because I got a taste of glory last season.
What do you mean you wouldn't be that bothered if you lost today?
Sorry?
You said you wouldn't have been that bothered.
No, because we're not going to win the Premier League.
No, but what about Sunderland? You can't. Don't tell me you haven't looked at the league table, Dylan.
Sunderland. I want to beat Sunderland.
No. I'm talking about the league table, right? You've now closed the gap on Sunderland.
Win the Premier League, so it doesn't matter.
No, don't give me that.
And the best we can finish this season, Newcastle, realistically, right, in the Premier League, is that Europa Conference League. Yeah. Now, Newcastle is struggling at the minute to play in the Champions League, which is the best European competition. So why next season would I want to play in that?
What do you mean? Whoa, slow down. Are you saying you wouldn't take Conference League football from this point?
No.
Right, you're a disgrace. You're an absolute... Do you know what?
No.
I liked you, Dylan, until you said that.
The Newcastle fans, let's be honest, mate. Come on,
What do you mean, let's be honest? They won one trophy in 100 years.
The owners ain't coming to get Conference League football.
Right, I want to finish. I want to go as far in the
stunned at this.
Champions League as possible. I care more about the Champions League than the Premier League.
What do you mean, care more about it? You are miles away from champion. If
Mate, they don't care about Conference League.
What do you mean,
football,
Barcelona?
Come on, mate.
Apart from Lamine Yamal, it's not the Barcelona.
They're in the
old
Champions
ones,
League.
Messi.
They're in the Champions League.
Xavi.
I want to speak to Dylan. Can I just speak to Dylan?
I mean,
Right, Dylan.
I'm on his side here.
Hold on. I need to work out what's going on. Right? Let me speak to Dylan.
Yeah.
Right. I'm offering you Conference League football next season.
If we win the Champions League,
No.
we'll be in the Champions
You
League.
can't say if we win the Champions League. That's not what I've offered you. Think about what I'm offering you now. I'm offering you now Conference League football. Therefore, you finish above Sunderland, you get Conference League football, you get pumped by Barca, who cares? You get knocked out. All you've got next season, Conference League football. Are you taking it?
Well, forget pumped out by Barcelona, no.
What? So,
No way.
So your argument is if you win the Champions League.
Well, I want to.
You're not winning the Champions League. This conversation.
We're not going to be in the Champions League next season, so I want to go as far as possible.
Okay,
this
fine,
season.
fine. But I'm offering you Conference League football next season.
Well, if we can spend the money like Man City and Chelsea do, then yeah.
No, don't keep moving the goalposts. I'm asking you a straight question.
I don't think Newcastle fans care about Conference League, mate. I don't think they do.
I'm asking Dylan, right? I've told.
we
Don't
don't
speak
have
to
a
Dylan.
small
Dylan,
club
don't talk to him. Dylan, I need a straight answer.
He's telling you.
No. So you get knocked out. Let's say you get knocked out in the quarterfinals, Champions League. Right? I'm offering you Conference League football. What are you saying?
No.
You're an absolute, honestly.
See, I told you.
What do you mean you told me? Absolute delusion of grandeur.
Newcastle fans want the big European.
They want it. They're miles away.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they don't want it. They've had it.
I've asked him if he wants Conference League football next season.
Conference League football is for teams like Crystal Palace.
Would you take Conference League football next season?
No, Tottenham.
That or Lincoln at home.
Yeah, actually, I'll take that right now. Actually, I'll snap your hand off for Conference League football.
Honestly, you Newcastle fans, Dylan, you're a disgrace,
Yeah,
mate.
they've been in amongst.
What do you mean been there? They haven't.
Oh, come on, mate.
They're just...
Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, Anthony Gordon. They don't want to be playing in the Conference League.
Well, what? Okay. Okay, the option is you miss out.
Yeah,
That's the option.
I think they prefer that. I think they would.
Honestly.
I think they prefer that.
Right. And any Newcastle fan that wants to agree with him,